Alright. Game 1 then. Finland B and India here. African Queering on game number 1. Silver League semi-finals. A spot is on the line for the Silver League finals against Poland. Nearly an 80 tournament as well. I think we're about 1600 in prize pool. Obviously not a huge amount, but it's more for the honour than anything else. And let's have a look at what we've got in terms of team-wise here. So we've got Amalius, Ant-Man, Sunset, and Molly Salko playing. And not a huge surprise in terms of the civ. You can see Amalius for Chinese here. Really nice civ to play. And you get the 3 villagers out from the very beginning. Give a great economy with Chinese. Barely any idle time whatsoever because of the shorefish, which is of course the fastest food source in the full game. Now we get Ant-Man is playing his backyards over to the right hand side, so a bit of a distance between them. Sunset is way up in the north and he's Vietnamese. He's got a nice TC on the shorefish, on some baobabs, also on a rhino here and some deer. It's going to be really nice for him. And of course the Vietnamese is going to be able to see where the TCs go up in a minute or so. And then we've got Molly Salko. He's playing his Mayans, arguably one of the top tier civs. African Queering as well. So Finland B has spent some draft capital here. Chinese, Mayans were pretty high up. Magyars, Vietnamese a little bit lower down. But they should be enough to at least cause some damage for sure in this one. Look at this pawn generation for green. Lucky bugger. Okay, Dragon Star. Let's go for Mongols here. So no Mongols from Finland B. Sorry, no Berbers from Finland B, despite being Mongols. Is a bit more of a clear pick, and should be a nice pick, making use of all the rhinos, the elephants. Looks like it's just rhinos in this one. Got to be careful when you're bringing your villagers. Yeah, 400 food in these guys, and you can do a lot of Mongols, especially when I go for like early scout pressure or FC. It's just so nice. The Mongols are such a good civ on this map. We can see Stackers over the left side. There's the player in green. He's got Saracens here. Probably not the first civ I would have thought to get played on African Queering, but here we are. We're thinking about the camels. Hellraiser's got Hindustanis on. Oh, interestingly milled here. Ah, they're playing Hindustanis here as well. Hopefully they remember that they don't get the shorefish bonus, right? And then Doomster's playing Burmese here. Huh. I mean, they still get very strong civs, but I think the placement of them in this one's a little bit odd. I mean, Burmese, away in the corner. Plus our options, still not terrible. If they get a free boom. Chinese going to be able to cause some pressure. And where are Mayans again? Mayans are a big problem. It'll be a nice free boom. You can see Mayans, yep. Extra vills, Chinese extra vills. You see how much idle time Amalius had? Only 25 seconds. Like I said, you barely have any idle time at all with Chinese. It's just lovely. And of course these vills have got loom as well, so. Chinese are sick. The Spanish get sniped, they get sniped. It was India picking Spanish and then Britain's. So first 2 picks, with Spanish getting sniped. So what's everyone's gold and kind of stone axis like? You can see we get 2 players on opposite teams here. Kind of gold and stone on either side. Everyone else is kind of themselves, should be fine. Ant-Man has some gold, yep. Lovely double pond here for that mill, beautiful. See Hellraiser, should be absolutely fine, gold and stone. And then Molly Salko already bringing in his first rhino. 444 indeed. Mono, ohs. Thank you, Manoz. Good luck to Argentina tonight, muchachos. Muchachos. Adios. Omega lol. What's going to be the score for Argentina tonight? 3-0. Easy. Okay, and Dragon Star first one up. He's going for, looks like 18 pop. It's super, super fast with Mongols, but...
Know your place, worm.
5 on wood now. Still got the 5 on shorefish, a few still on the hunt. Let's see. Thanks to the follows as well, guys.
Know your place, worm.
So, looks like field pressure is going to try and be a bit of a priority here for India. Let's take a look at the shared exploration on the scouting. Really nice from India, actually. Really, really nice. And then for Finland B, again, pretty damn nice. They know where the TCs are, so they can start to think about some plans, if not already. Trying to scout around and find out where the gold and the stone is from each of their enemies. You can see barracks up. Any sign of barracks on stackers? No, Hellraiser. Barracks coming up, so it looks like double scouts from both of them. FedEx strats better than the max strats? Maybe. Kind of interested that Salco did go for the wood line on the edge. It's like such a far distance, and you have the baobabs. You have like the baobabs here. They got 200 wood on them a piece. Why not just go for the lumber camp here? He's gonna go for FC anyway. Maybe wants a safer wood because he's going for FC. Goes closer to the, I like he goes closer to Sunset's TC. It's kind of a nice touch. Okay, stable here. And it's going to be range from stackers down at the bottom. And he's close to Amalius. And Amalius, not quite up yet, but it should be a range opening, and is. And it looks like a bit of a 1v1 down here. Let's see who Dragonstar goes to try and attack. We get Ant-Man also going for the stable, of course. This Magyar's can have free fortune, which is pretty nice, and cheaper scouts can snowball pretty easily on this map. Stackers are already going for the market. It's fast. It's very fast. For me, he's going for FC, gonna go for Arambai. Oh, Salco, gonna go for Plumes, not a huge surprise. And let's see what Sunset does. Oh, he's going for a stable as well. Gonna go for a stable as well. Okay. Isn't that a bit sus? Getting the TC down is pretty important, and he's done that. His TC wasn't delayed. Get 24 vils, 25 vils now. He's on like the outer ring, pretty much. Close to the outer ring. Like it could have been here, but it's not terrible. Double range now.
Know your place, worm.
And Chinese. Such a good civ. Can do a lot, and Moisalco does click up, and it's going to be a nice uptime. Really nice uptime, but he had like 4, 5 rhinos, something like that. And Plumes can be very, very dangerous on this map. He's already on double range. The blacksmith is up 2. Should be getting fledging, and is. There's not much you can really do about your TC position on Nomad though, is there? And the gate's gonna buy him time. 69 HP on it, nice. Why do we should just attack the gate, no? His armor's crap. Why are we not attacking the gate? And Stackers is just getting some skirms out in the meantime. Castle on the way from Mull. Scouts are on the right hand side. Where are the scouts from? Dragonstar. It does have 8 of them. Looks like they're moving over. Gonna try and target Amalius already. Sunset looking for something on Hellraiser, but doesn't find too much by the looks of it. Just put us on to KD so we don't miss. Yeah, Ant-Man, whoa. Ant-Man lost quite a few vels. At 22, jeez. So that's substantial early damage. And the scout's just kind of wandering around from Dragon at the moment. And Hellraiser just going a bit too deep. We've already got some walls coming up from Doomster on the left hand side. Here comes the castle, going to be on to run by. It's like Sunset thinking about clicking up. Which is dangerous, for sure. That early pressure has certainly found some kills. What else can it find? Won't be long to get a few plumes.
Know your place, worm.
Ironbag does lose a few HP, while first one's pretty much going to die. Second TC coming down now. What's going to be the next stages of the game here? Finland obviously taking some damage, and Ant-Man already has. And he's not really producing anything apart from spears now, so he's in full defensive mode, and another villager goes down. Another Vel goes down. Yikes. Finland gonna try and make something happen. Amalius and Sunset closing in on Dragonstar. Dragonstar not really close to clicking up either, but he does have good scout numbers. Salco's going to be looking to find some damage somewhere, but is he going to come south? He is, okay. He can try and get in on green on the other side. Well, 8. Do we go for counter damage? There's also a lot of skirmishers in there. So you do need to be careful you don't get too separated from the scouts. And Amalius is a huge army. 21 archers. It's also got a great economy behind this, 38. Late game, you're probably looking towards Chook now. Look how much idols we have, though. God. Let's click up the cancel age. Sunset's on the way as well. Obviously, cavalry, the greatest option for the enemies. The castle age will be fine. And Finland getting a big clear up. That's just such a big army here. But Ant-Man still taking damage. He's down to 27 Vels now. He's just falling more and more behind. Hellraiser up to castle, so Hellraiser should be able to just focus on Ant-Man. Should be Dragonstar and Stackers over here. There's still some scouts wandering around. Likely going to be Sunset. The Malleus trying to team up on the south side. The Plumes are also coming south as well. Got 9 of them and no kills from what I can see yet. I'm not really sure where the other ones are. They made their way down. This is a group of 9. There's no kills on them, so doesn't look like it. They could still find an angle.
Bad.
Finland will win. They have Magyars.
Okay, Arbase, thank you. We got TCs being dropped by Sunset. Alrighty, you do ideally want to get them on the pawns. The longer you can delay farms, the better. But you do need to make farms on African Queer, and it's just not possible. Okay, this is going to be really nice damage. So this is what they need to do, because Ant-Man's just taking so much. They need to find something and to try and even it out a little bit. They might find a couple more Vels on Hellraiser. Looks like he's going to be going CA. Kind of looks like that. At least going to be tempting CA. Yep, down at 35 now. Evening things up. The wood line is pretty damn exposed. It's like more picks from Sunset. Hellraiser gets into Castle Age, and CA not the quickest kind of, you know, the quickest kind of transition here, is it? It's going to take some time. Here comes the second castle from Doomster. The Plumes are in the wood line. Oh boy, oh boy. Ballistics, no sign of it yet. From Mully. Oh my god, the Baobab trees are getting in the way. And then your army's getting in the way. Then at 33 Vels, he's got less than Ant-Man. Ant-Man's up now as well. Does have a little economy working still. I don't like the CA transition. Don't like it at all. Dragon Star's clicked up. Now I have to go for defensive towers. Trying to get onto Mangadai, so it's going to delay that a little bit longer. Where are the Iron Bai? Where? Okay, they're close to the plumes now. I mean, Iron Bai are sick once you get close to anything, right? They are pretty sick. Don't know why I was going backwards there. Okay, a few camels mixed in as well. That will help things out. Just gonna take time to get the mass. Not too sure. Economy behind it for Doomster's not fantastic at all. Malleus now in 2 TCs. Things kind of chill here. Would have liked to seen a siege workshop from a Malleus. Knowing Stackers is still in feudal age. The lack of I don't like the lack of siege workshop there. I'm not even finding too much against Dragonstar at this moment, and the Ironbite are just going to get close. When the Ironbite get close, you're in danger. Look at the crossbows just fall down. I feel like Ironbite have had such a resurgence during Nations Cup. Like, they've really shown their utility in team games. Yeah, remember when he had crossbows? Hellraiser kind of showing why the CA switch not really working. One crossbow is still there, really. More castles coming in. One from Mully on the left hand side, another one from Doomster on the right. Mully looks like he's good to quick up to Imp. So I really fancy Mully to do something here. Has he dropped a single farm? Doesn't look like it, but Mayans with the Shorefish is a bit of a... That's a bit of a scary prospect. And he's going to be up. And there he goes. Yeah, I really don't like the CA choice. I think it's a terrible choice. The CA were to counter the spears. Right. Right. That makes a lot of sense. Like, Dragonstar trying to boom up now. Knight's on the way from Ant-Man. He's actually just chipping away on the towers. Monastery having to get dropped. Camels being trickled in by Dragonstar. Not ideal. Here comes the University. So going to be ballistics from Amalius. And things looking really, really good for Finland B. But they did spend a lot of draft capital on this map. Still in feudal age, yeah. It's got 43 Vels at least, but he did lose quite a few. They should get more Vels than Hellraiser somehow. Army's gonna get completely cleaned out. And Dragonstar still taking some damage as well. He's only in 54 Vels, so look at the economy numbers. Looking really, really good for Finland at the moment. There we go, the CA countering the spears until they get close, and the spearmen with +2 just dominate. Imagine we blocked them there. Actually, the spearmen actually got decent value. We should be staying on the trebs. There's one. There's two. Nice. Sunset going for more TCs. He is getting some raids in the back from the arm bag. Got to be careful with that. But 50 plus fills ahead now. An RTC coming in from Ant-Man. I think Green's just dead. He's just dead. Deader than dead. And these are nice little raids though from Doomster. But his Iron Bag production is just going to go to pot. He's not even close to getting up. And here comes the castle for all... Okay, There's probably not a decent way to get back into the game from India from this point. We're having Mongols having to invest into monastery, towers. There's not even a castle yet for Mongols.
Know your place, worm.
I think the game looks kind of over at this point now. Like, we've got green running, the crossbows are chasing, that castle's just fantastic. Thank you for the raids. Yeah. And like, is Mully going to switch on to Eagles, or is he just going to continue on Plumes? There's a barracks up. Going for chemistry. I think once he just clears all of this, he'll be happy to move on to what he wants to. It's got such a commanded position at this point, and the Vels are even being split up. They're running and hoping that they won't get found. Divide and conquer, and yet really not a way back into the game. And despite Ant-Man taking severe early damage and questionable choices going into Castle Age, Stacker's not even making it to Castle Age. It's not good enough, I'm afraid, and convincing victory in the end from Finland B. I think Finland B, very, very smart to try and get African Queer in Game 1. It's been a map that Finland A have used quite a bit in the Gold League. And they practiced a good bit together, so they should have a good idea of what to do in the map. Saying that, take a look at the draft. And it is going to be this top side. What is he good at? He's more of a disruptive role, you know? And before we get into intros, I just want to keep an eye on some early lames and whatnot. So I'll be keeping an eye on the scouts. Looks like the scouts in the pocket not going to go over. If he does bring those first two golds in. Could get caught with his villager, but of course with Goths, that does mean you get instant limp. What was the first map? It was African Clearing. Looks like we've got one goat already, and I think that was a scouting goat from Doomster. It was, so you should be wary now. Does he bring? Where is his scout on? So hard to see grey. There it is there. He's going to bring it home. Other side. 2 boars. Looks fine for dragon at the moment. Ooh. And UP is going to eat some of the TC here, and Doomster might get... Oh, he's so close. Did UP miss it? Oh, he's going to get that one goal. Doomster should lose it. Oh. Oh, the timing. The timing. The timing from Doomster, man. Yikes. And now UP's got that villager forward. He's had to take Loom, which is kind of makes things awkward for the build and whatnot. You might end up having more idle time because it researches instantly. Yikes. He needs to try and find some value from this one bill. Now he's going to try and lame the berries. Still looking for the other boar. Hasn't found it yet. Ideally has. Kind of isolated where it should be. Doomster's going to recognise that and he's going to rush this down immediately. So we have Doomster on flank, it's Bulgarians, of course, and crossbow, which makes this game very, very interesting. We get Hellraiser playing Pocket, and the teal is Khmer. Been a very common pick on Arabia. You go straight to the stable, which is nice. Stackers, and the green is Franks, one of the best pocket civs in the game for Arabia, and then Dragonstar, the very, very late pick on in the draft with Ethiopians on flank, and one of the top tier civs to have. Salko is Tatars, nowhere near a top tier civ. Ant-Man Sicilians, nowhere near a top tier civ. Amalius does have Huns, which I would argue are, and you have Goths on flank, nowhere near a top tier pick. So Finland probably having a draft strategy where they're not really focusing on Arabia at all versus India. And in a best of 5 format, it's not too unusual to do that. baguette builds. You think Bulgarians go for a baguette build? And on the other side, looks totally fine. 2 boars in. Dragon Star. He's got a better sieve. Why would he need to go in lame? Kind of surprised, didn't see too much from Molly Salco. 50 food fletching, true. We're going to see towers by the looks of things. I mean, still loading more Vels. Huh? Not up yet. Are you gonna douche pocket? What is he doing? Is he douching pocket? Or is he gonna go for Yuppie? Douching with only 6 Vels. Seems interesting. Okay, you're gonna take some deer in the meantime. Lumber camp at Hob, 5 Vels on there. We'll mill on the berries. Should be able to bank off a melee some in the meantime. What does he see? It actually takes 2 more goats. That's actually really nice. If he's douching, he should bring him with him. Doesn't really have too much info on the TC position from Yuppie though. Amali sees it all. He's like, bruh. And Yuppie can't really come over. He's only got 3 HP. Does he really need to do this? And Yuppie's just ready. Oh my god. He's just ready to shoot it. What is the point? Why does he need to douche? I guess because he's scared of Goths just going crossbow? Really? And now he's gonna go for the other douche. He's gonna go for the sneaky douche on the other side now. I guess here's probably the best spot where you're gonna cover the berries and the TC. Oh, imagine here. Yeah, I kind of agree, Hopsy. It's weird, but all the other 3 are in Feudal Age. Like, maybe it's just a distraction technique. Oh, we're gonna douche pocket now. We're actually gonna try and douche pocket. I mean, Yuppie's got 4 idle Vels. Hang on, what? Oh my god, that is class from Doomster. Walking with the scout, and then killing the boar. That is class. I love it. Okay, the TC's still up. What pocket are we gonna douche here? We're still looking for a Malleus. Getting down to live time Malleus with the stone walls, so the stone gates on the other side. There is man at arms from Molly Salco. And against Ethiopians, I don't think man at arms is going to be able to find too much, I'm afraid. Now, where are the Vels going? What is the douche pockets? When you're going to go to the pocket player, so yellow or purple, pockets in the middle, flanks are on the outside, of course. You're going to delete your TC. I mean, he's walling now. I don't know if he is. You're going to delete your TC and you're going to drop it on another. It's meant to be a defensive building, but in some situations can get... Oh, okay, he's actually walling. It can get used as an offensive building. Where are those man-at-arms? Oh, right, they're all dead. I mean, Doomster's been an absolute menace. I love the walls behind it. And like, Yuppie's not even up yet. I don't understand how Yuppie isn't up yet. Because he is some of his games are absolutely titanic. Like, he didn't get douched. And like, sure, it was 1 Vel forward, didn't find too much. But is that really Titanic everything? Okay, Ant-Man. fending us off in the meantime. There is scouts from him and Amalius. Dragonstar coming forward. Yep. Also got the help of stackers. Yeah, maybe. Maybe he did think he got lamed. 11 villagers forward here. From Doomster. Down to 8, down to 7. You have to retask all of these bad boys. A lot of scouts here. And also just puts Hellraiser in such a sticky situation as well. He's not even walled behind us either. He's only got 5 scouts. And all the villagers gonna go down. By the looks of it from Doomster. I don't understand this at all. What is going on? Yeah, new piece is gonna add the range now. What? Neither team deserves to win this game. I think India deserved to win it less. India deserved to win it less. Okay, Hellraiser is in on Amalius now, finding some nice little picks. Good job from him. And Dragonstar does have quite a few... There's quite a few archers here. A dangerous amount. Molly has to come over. We've got a 4... They've actually still got a villager lead. That's the impressive thing. Like, Doomster's kept his TC running. There's going to be double range on the other side now from UP. And more Vels coming, guys. More Vels are coming. We're going to try and douche. It's just not going to happen. Maybe you can do it here. What happened to Doomster? It's a hard one to explain. And man, look at that market usage from Dragonstar. Yeah, and he is going to be able to click up, and it's going to be a nice uptime. Absolutely nuking the market. Yeah, it's... They have prepared to douche. He hasn't douched yet. It's minute 18. I don't know. I think he's going to try and get it now. And this is just so weird. So it looks like they play Bulgarians on the flank. Try and counter the Goths play. Okay, the TC's been deleted. It should be coming soon. I think you maybe go for it here. But the TC's already got the Vels in it. The arrow fire's been baited. The arrow fire's been baited. Gotta get it here. Gotta get it here. The arrow fire's been baited. Oh my god. Does he not get the wood or something? Dude. Dude. We're gonna have double range from UP going in his eco soon enough. Okay, it didn't get shot. It's finally up. The 19-minute douche from Doomster. PogChamp. What is he thinking, man? I just don't understand this at all, and it doesn't really look like Dragonstar seriously carrying, but he is going to be in Castle Age very soon. He's going to have Bodkin, he does have 13 archers, okay. This TC's literally just going to get shot down, it's 800 HP behind. And then what's going to happen to all these Vels from Doomster? They're all going to fucking die. It just makes zero sense. Now, where is UP going with his archers? Bruh, let's go forward. What are we doing? All the scouts are here.
Know your place.
And don't you dare go to Doomster. Don't you dare. Okay, Doomster is somehow ahead in scout HP now. These 7 crossbow. Oh my god, is this really gonna work? Is this really gonna work? Has there been a real game happening in the south? Not really. Just both players not wanting to take damage. The fact the crossbows are here is huge. Yep. Like, why is he garrisoning the archers? Go. Teal isn't even in Castle Age. It's not like you're at risk of getting picked off. Okay, he's finally gonna find something. And TC's actually gonna go down. The fact the crossbows were there from Dragonstar is huge, and he's gonna be on to ballistics ASAP now as well, and most of these velds gonna go down from Doomster. Take the farms. Yeah, he's not gonna do it. Oh, Mali's is coming back. Huh? Yeah, almost there. Oh, he's deleting him. He's concerned. I think Doomster wants to go for another douche. I think he's gonna go for another douche, guys. Oh, and UP is here. Does have a couple of spears. So Hellraiser has to back off. Triple stable. Making light cav though. Hit a couple of knights. Where the crossbows, honestly. The knights here from green. This is gonna work. This is actually gonna work. Dragonstar's eco is big but the damage it found for the crossbow time is huge. Okay, Molly is here. There's a 24 archers. Crossbow bodkin on the way. Stars University. There's gonna be the TC. Yes. And then UP's little army is gonna get cleared. Okay, triple TC from Stackers, double TC from Hellraiser, double TC, triple TC from Dragonstar. And look at the economy difference now. 179 or 180 to 141 vels. Stackers is rolling on free TCs. He's taking 0 damage. Amalius is Equa's been nuked by that TC drop in the end. Literally nuked. Yeah, honestly that's my same thoughts as well, Dave. Kind of weird to see Finland... Maybe just didn't expect it. And you know what? The douche can always take you by surprise. The douche can always take you by surprise. We got both the pockets still in Feudal Age. Just falling so far behind now. On economy, Yuppie's gonna try and boom. This is such a weird game. They're gonna be... I don't think they realize how good the eco is behind this for the Indian team, and like even the base here is very, very secure from Hellraiser. They must see it in the score. Like the team score is kind of like obviously not huge when you like have the Doomster in it, but these 3 players are all like way ahead. And teal and green here. Crossbows falling down. Villagers trying to go back to the TC. GG called. And somehow it worked. Somehow it worked. What? Someone give Sigma a timeout, please.
Know your place, worm.
We don't say stuff like that here. Thank you. It's not really an appropriate thing to say. I guess the story is when you commit to the douche, guys, you cannot uncommit. You have to commit to the douche. We eventually got it down on Amalius. You're just finding, like, all you gotta do is find value as a player, and then we go for the other douche on Ant-Man. And Finland actually got douched by India. Is that not a statement or what? Finland, notoriously well known for their douching. Dragonstar with the cancel age time was absolutely sick as well. Let's take a look at it. Yep, 2037, so he's way ahead. And even both the pockets not even close. UP, 26-minute cancel. Molly Salco, 24 minutes. Yikers. Okay, let's get into it. Game number 3. India, Finland B. Already had one Nomad start map in this series. African clearing. Now we're also going to have Nomad. I hate when the sheep end up going on top of the TC placement. It takes so long to get off. Let's see if everyone's going to be happy. Hellraiser not even got his TC down yet. 45 seconds into the game. Don't know what the issue was there. He's going to dock. He might be happy enough with that. I think if you're around this mark and you still don't get your TC up, it's probably grounds for a restart. You do have a restart on the Nomad start map each. 45 seconds, you may feel it's fine. You're off the innings as well. Maybe it'd be alright. You can see the TC difference here is quite huge. 67% there for Amalius. Very, very experienced Nomad players are Finland B. See, Amalius says Dravidians. No one should have a house at the dock, because you do get population space. I'm going to be very annoyed to see if there is one, and not a single player in Finland has a house next to the dock. I mean, you're going to get the shorefish started earlier, you're going to get that first fishing ship out earlier as well. So really nice there. From Dravidians, makes the early start so good on Nomad. You can see Ant-Man is Malians up closer to the north of the map. Can do a lot on Nomad with that early fishing ship. Do a lot on land as well. Very good options. Generally trending towards cavalry though. We've got Molly Salco down in the southeast. He's playing as the Berbers. Can go Cav, but likely going to try and get the Camel Archers. And we got Sunset in the middle. And he's Portuguese. It's old patch. So you are likely going to be going organ guns. He might go for 2 very quick bores here just to make sure he has them. Doesn't matter if you have rot. It's more about denying it from your opponent. And you're still going to have at least some sort of food. Even if you lose some food to the rot, it's not a huge issue. And I think Stackers is trying to go out there. And he might have thought it's still there, but it's not there, my man. It's not there, my guy, I'm sorry. He might still lay in the deer. You see them, but he doesn't. Anyway, we do have Stackers in the green. He's right in the middle, next to Sunset. That's always going to be a risk when you're next to Portuguese. Dragonstar is in the teal. He's playing as Celts. Don't know what he does with Celts here. Can play water and boom a little bit, but being so close to Amalius might give him some problems. Doomster is Koreans, he's up in the north, and Koreans likely just going to be going war wagons, but a really, really nice late game setup if you get keeps, bomber towers, everything up. The game can get very, very messy. And you get Hellraiser on the boat, of course, of variants, so you're just going to go straight to wood, get all that extra food. It's old patch, of course, you have 150 food to begin, and makes the Lithuanian start very, very clean. Very clean. You can see Finland already quite a few units ahead, 47 to 40. We're nearly 6 minutes into the game, and that's just huge. It's huge. It's a huge lead. Hopefully none of the Indians are getting housed. I'd put you back even further. The same thing for Finland B, you do want to extend that lead as much as you can. Just to start with Dravidians is so nice. You can see them all pretty much get extra fish. Mali's got 1 extra fish in comparison to everyone else. Dog positions, you have Ant-Man right hand side, and Mali's is here as well, which is fantastic. Mully there. Sunset's the other side, but it is totally isolated from anyone else, so it's great for the Portuguese player. Stacker's down here, as is Doomster, and then Dragonstar and Hellraiser up in the north. Kind of like a 3 versus 2 almost. It's So it might be difficult. You maybe have Sunset go down to the bottom, fight with stackers and these two. Could do. Or you could look round to the other side and go up. 7:29 now. We're going to be seeing the quick feudal age times. We should be seeing it in the next minute or so. Let's take a look at the res for one preparing it. Seeing Lim come in wouldn't be unusual. You do need to see a lumber camp or a mining camp. Need that second building, of course. It's going to be a mill from Dragonstar, so it tells me he's going Castle Age. Here comes the lumber camp from O'Malley's, so likely going to be going water. Not a huge surprise as Dravidians. Should be fine after this. This fill. Especially the drop-offs of the fish from Dravidians is huge. But you probably do need to task your fish. So there we go. It looks like he goes for the drop-off, and he's up. And Ant-Man's up already as well. It's a nice start. What building did he go for? Okay, it goes for the mining camp. And the lumber camp as well. Pog. Ooh, and Hellraiser was the one that wanted to go water. Okay. Yeah, the uptimes are interesting here. Like, this is neither like a fast feudal or a fast castle. Same thing for green. So I'm not too sure what they're gonna do with the feudal age. They could play land, but it looks like Amalius is also going for barracks. You have extra wood, of course. Stackers is gonna go to Stillings and be thinking about towers already. Ant-Man. A couple of galleys to start. Then might get onto fires. We'll soon find out. Yeah, and Amalius is just going to be the one going for land, I think. And there's the range. Tower already on the wood line. That's a good start. And like instant blacksmith. Lovely stuff. Get Molly Salco onto the Berber galleys as well. And he's a bit isolated, so it makes a lot of sense for him to play water. Tower's already up on the wood line. Dragonstar already has the lumber camp up though, so we can just relocate. Okay, scouts and towers by the looks of it from stackers. I do like one player going scouts on 4v4 Nomad. Can find a lot of damage. It kind of reduces the risk of castle drops in the face as well. Looks like Sunset might just even run. He's on the berries here, which is actually really nice for Portuguese. He's going to go for market. He's going to go for blacksmith. Doesn't quite have the res. Where is he collecting? Okay, gold here. Okay. But yeah, they're going to dominate on water up in the north. Sunset has a load of fish. Holy. And looks like Doomster. So stackers, neither of them going for water. And Dragonstar's going for archers. Long term against Dravidians, don't really like too much. Market Blacksmith from Doomster as well. War Wagon's not going to be a huge surprise. They like the walls from Hellraiser just to secure his base a little bit more. Let's have some galleys out now. It's on to 5. But Ant-Man's going to the left-hand side. Molly's just going to try and do the north. So they're splitting up. Means they will find quite a bit of damage because there's nothing really being invested in the bottom side for India, so they're going to lose a lot of fish. Sunset's on stone. He's thinking about a castle. There's only one scout out. We went for a stable and we've only got one scout out. Yikes. Yikes. and Finland just have a huge economy lead, 137 to 115. Stacker's trying to go for some more towers, trying to wall in the gold and then probably tower it afterwards. And even that man is thinking about some towers of his own. I love the palisades out here, just like thinking towards the castle. He's like, I don't want the castle coming in a spot. It's another thing you can do to try and just deny castle drops. And Sunset's likely gonna go for a castle here. Doomstar might just go for the wood line, but he is going to try and rotate round. He is going to be in Castle Age first. Sunset, though... Does he see the stone and the gold? Oh, he does. Oh boy, oh boy. Does he have enough fells to react here? He's got 13 versus 7. Does he have the stone? He doesn't have the stone yet. Okay, Ant-Man's going to try and deny it. Archers from Amelius doing fine against Dragon at the moment. He is onto skirms though. Tower's been added. Yeah, more gets sent from Doomstern. The tower's going to be a waste at the end. I think Sunset did have the stone and he's not thinking about a counter castle. He's going to get a castle on green. And organs are going to be coming out. Hellraiser also has some galleys sneaking past, and they could find a lot of damage. Sunset's fish still alive, though. Gonna run them into the corner already. That's a good idea. Gonna be a severe risk. War Wagon's on the way out already. A very annoying unit to deal with. 150 HP on these guys. Ant-Man's not even in Castle Age yet. And that's not going to feel good. And Organs, very similarly, not an easy unit to deal with. And once Sunset gets through green, he's going to go straight into Dragonstar. Oh boy. Honestly, you might need to vilify it at this point, but does he have gold for redemption? With a market, I need to open monastery here. He has heavy on stone as well. Come on, you gotta get the villagers in. Okay, you're gonna tower. Sorry, you're gonna castle here. Oh boy, oh boy. Also a castle from Mully. Looks very speculative. Here's fine. It's on gold, a lot of farms. So you just place it here. It's finding a lot of value. A castle is going to go up, and he does attack it with the Vels, finally. Yeah. Maybe it could be a little bit more forward. And now Ant-Man just going to run a little bit behind, has wood access, has gold access, nice job. Hellraiser's up. He has been targeted a little bit by Amelius, so nice spark by him there. And the eco difference is starting to shrink. Looks like Hellraiser did find some nice snipes. His galleys in the end. But Molly's on fire ship now. Send to both sides. He's Berbers as well, of course. Extra movement speed on the ships is just so nice when you're FC fire. Oh, but he's so close to not getting his castle up. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Downside. Downside. 99.42%. The Lord shined down. And he's sending more bells. Okay, he's got a house here. He just needs to delete that. Yeah, you're good. It goes up. Oh, that's fine, I'll let you in. It's fine, I'll let you in. Tap, tap, tap. But you lose a lot of bells in the process, so you have to send more bells as well, right? So it's not fantastic in the end. And then the villager's gonna box away on it. Pog. Okay, Ant-Man on the other side looks fine, and the meantime, he's actually going to go for Gibetto. Okay, Hellraiser going for triple TC. Is he going for War Galley? Doesn't look like it. Looks like India, maybe just not going to fight water anymore. And O'Malley's finding a lot with his crossbows in the end. Dragon Star still stuck in Feudal Age. Stackers still in Feudal Age as well. And this tower defense is not fantastic, but it's keeping him alive in the meantime. Actually getting some nice hits, but some villagers are going down. Now, where are the organs from Sunset? Okay, they're now moving over. Just trying to defend from the war wagons. I think Finland should be able to steamroll from now. Even Doomster's only on 30 vils. I'm trying to wonder, like, how's he only on 30 vils? It's like looking at it there, I was like, what? Did he really nuke his eco that bad for war wagons? Kinda feels like it. Rena's no more idle TC time. That's correct. So he's having to relocate Dragon Stars and Castle Age. What does he really do? He's just gonna have to go for Siege and Prey. I mean, he wants to boom with Celts. He wants to get into that super late game, which is not going to be an easy thing to do. And the Malice is just breathing down your neck. Also, the castle to the right here. Yeah, I don't understand it at all either. It kind of reeks of nomad inexperience, to be honest. Don't really rate India as a nomad team. At all. No offense to India, eh? I just don't. And it's definitely a strong point for Finland B. And organs gonna organ. Doomster's trying to come with defensive castle, and Cam Archer's in now. Economy difference has been regained. Military difference 54 to 18, and the game should be over. The Cam Archers and these kind of numbers still good against the war wagons. TC's gonna go down very, very soon. Castle, the ward smiles down. Dragon Star just going to try and boom. It's not going to be enough, I'm afraid. Stacker's trying to find something, still in Feudal Age. Really a nice trap. It is a nice trap. Actually is a nice trap, well done. But it's going to take more than that, buddy. Gonna take more than that, buddy. And he lets him out. It's just not possible, guys. I'm not gonna hype it up. It's just not possible. It shouldn't be possible. It shouldn't be possible. They're 100 vils behind. 100. Stackers has 30 vils. Doomster has 21. I don't understand how he only has 21 vils. This is a bit I don't understand. Did he like lose so many from like forward castles? How has he got the least amount? And that castle is actually going to go up. Nice shot with the mangonel in the end, on the organs. Castle goes up. It's got 23 vils to produce for 2 castles. Good luck. University on the way. That castle's still being chipped away. It's actually got 500 HP now. Okay, we're doing alright. That scout is getting after it. I am Dragon Star. I'm starting to get worried about another castle coming in my face. Or at least cutting off any... a further expansion for sure. There's a little bit more space to the bottom side. The Hellraiser going for the castle on the hill now. Should get that up. It's my man able to defend. And yeah, castle coming up from Amali's now. Right in the face of Dragon Star, he's got a few mangonels to defend, which are kill mangonels, so they will fire nice and fast. A couple of mangonels from Amali's as well. Is this live? This is indeed live. Now to 140 economy difference. 140. I'm 100% live, yeah. Maybe we start going for predictions when India will resign. What do we think, guys? What minute are India gonna resign? I'm gonna go for 38. But it might be less. There's just nothing you can do. There's just nothing. We're 358 to 184, 7 to 59. What's going through your mind if you're Team India right now? I hope it's a quick. Is it a quick one?
Not bad.
Let's go Finland.
Cancel the poll. Stream laggy, maybe. Thanks for the resub. Here you go. It was a minute 35 in the end. Oh, I think I'm down. I've been downloading Call of Duty in the background, guys. Hang on. Let me close some things. That should be better now. COD was going on in the background, downloading. Okay, let's jump over. Finland beat 2-1 up against India. They have 2 match points now. And this could be very, very interesting. Arena looking like it could be a clinching map here for Finland B. And two teams have very good civs on each side of the table. So we've got Molly Salco playing his Turks on the flank. And the Orange up in the north. And that's been... sorry, I got hair in my mouth. That's been a civ that's been deployed on flank. You know, like every series we're on in Arena, if a team can get it, of course. We've got Ant-Man with Humans in the pocket. Humans have been very, very popular as well, with the 2 TC Feudal Age Boom. And we've got Amalius as Teutons, Halp Siege going to be a beautiful option. Humans can also do that on the north side, but the Paladin timing going to be really nice for them. UP is going to be Aztecs. Let's see what he does here. Likely going to be some sort of like fast imp monk play. It's up against Britain's though on the other side from Doomster, which is not a civ you see all the time on flank, but certainly can do some things. If you do get the Death Ball of Arb or Longbow, can be pretty annoying to deal with. Then gonna have Dragon Star as his pocket playing his Pulse. Okay. And then we got Bengalis here with Hellraiser. Quite a slow civ, as we say. Want to get into Elephant Archers most likely. Could go for Monks. A Siege kind of push with Ellie Rams. And we got Bohemians from Stackers. And you want to get to Hufnitze. It does take a long time to get there. It's not the easiest thing to do. You want to have a big mass of Halps. I think they're a better pocket civ, honestly. Like, I kind of prefer swapping... Do we just swap poles for Bohemians here? Maybe? I don't know. But India games on Arena certainly have been a little bit weird at times. You swap both of them? Yeah. I think you can make an argument for it. Bengali flank for the monk play. Although it's going to be hard up against students, of course. Poles. Kind of like. And then you just want to go for a big boom with Brits into longbow if your pocket. It's a pretty scary combo when it does get there. The Janissaries on the north side with a chosen teammate is going to be pretty annoying to deal with. Not going to be easy to commit to them and convert them. Yeah, Turks against Britons would be potentially nicer, but on the opposite side. I think Finland B will be feeling very good about this. You see, actually going to Stone is Doomster, so he wants to go for towers against UP, and you can see UP's already preparing some extra walls. He does have a forward goal, but he's got backstone and back goal himself, so not the end of the world. The Doomster's gonna go Trush on the flank with Britons. And Poles are gonna play pocket. Right. Okay. Doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but here we are. Doomster is up. Not even that quick a timing, you know? 20 pop. Not even a quick timing. I think if you're Britain, surely you can utilize the sheep a little bit better if you want to trush. Want to trush early, of course. Huh. I just don't really get this. See, Ant-Man's already up. 18 pop, gonna be going for that feudal age boom, looking really nice. Took it 5 sheep left over. Where is he gonna go for the second TC? That's the question. Imagine putting it one tile off all of this. And you'd have no bouncing with the Vels coming out as well. You're gonna go right in the back here. And that's gonna be nice for the gold access as well, so I do like it. The Copium TC. I guess your lumber camp here, he probably wants the gold access, you know? It's not fantastic, but it serves the purpose. I'm just placing it perfectly in here, like one tile away. You can just send the villagers out. Like, no bumping, no villagers popping out the other side and whatnot. Okay, looks like good HP left. Gonna try and just get back to the tower. Should be enough. UP going for some more balls behind us. Let's go to the left-hand side. Probably thinks has still wall down here, but nothing quite just yet. I think this tower rush is just super underwhelming. I can see Venge rush on the other side from stackers as well, though. So players continue to go for the Venge rush against Turks. Let's see if it can pay off. I'm not too sure. I was gonna lose a scout. Why not just wall here? If you're UP. Yeah, I mean... What's this about? Like, obviously it's gonna push in this direction. Like, why do you even need to wall here? Look at all the idle time you're getting from your bills as well. Like, obviously he's gonna try and push in on the gold. We're still Dark Age anyway, 50 seconds away. I mean, you gotta be expecting something after the feudal age time, and still adding villagers, even knowing a quick uptime from Brits. Our blacksmith from Molly. Also get farms at the front of the TC. Doesn't feel great. And more towers are going to be coming up, and still 5 seconds away from feudal age. Okay, got a stone wall here. 50% away, should be absolutely fine. Stacker's still trying to get in, and Mali does look fine. I don't like trushing Turks. I don't like it. See, Dragon starts on the way up though, as is Hellraiser. How's the economy looking for Ant-Man? We're looking at that minute 16 mark. You want to be clicking up to Castle Age, is what we've seen the most. And the Mali's gonna have a nice big boom as Teutons as well. I think he just made it another farm. Could be wrong though. Even a forward house. Rude. There's Dragonstar on stone. It looked like he was. There's a 300, so just mining enough for the extra TC. So he's going to go for the additional TCs by the looks of it. That's quite a nice little forward. Economy running. Decided not to wait for a heavy plow. Okay, okay. And UP. Gonna go for a defensive castle behind us. Maybe deletes the farm there. You delete the farm there. You should be fine. It's kind of like YOLO and his whole eco to get onto a castle here. See, TC coming up. Castle home from Mully. Gonna be in front of the TC. Yep. I'm sure if I love the castle position in all honesty, like just delete the house here maybe. And it kind of defends the gold. You can stone wall here. And Doomster's going to try and wall in UP. Now this is Pog. Now this is Pog. I love this. And yeah, free TC's coming in from Dragonstar. Both the pocket's just going to boom. Makes a lot of sense for Bengalis. Balls, I'll be interested to see how early they kind of change things off. And Doomster resources starting to get there. Actually, not looking too bad. They could also get slung a little bit. They want to get to castle, and there's the castle from UP. Stonewall's coming up though. I don't know. I don't know about that. And the archers did get in. And as I was talking about the castle placement. They're forcing more reactions here. The castle could have defended this in the end anyway. Could have stonewalled. He can escape on the sides. Yeah, I guess he can, right? He needs to come wall here. He's actually going for more layers. Onions have layers. Stacker's going to get those villagers back. He's going to be in Castle Age very soon. Economy numbers. The pockets, you can see 44 vills from Amalius. Ant-Man going to be in Castle Age very soon. He's in 56. And he is going for triple stable, so they're going to go for pressure. And UP has 700 wood. 700 wood. Yeah, that's right. 700. He's just nuked his full eco, man. $700 APM. Probably. Okay, Doomster's up as well. He's still on stone, so you should be able to go for a defensive castle. Dragonstar has a really nice full work economy running at the moment. You can see they are taking a slight bit of lead. Third TC coming in from Ant-Man as well, but Knights are on the way. 4 TCs from Amalius as well, and booming up with the Teuton farms, which of course super cheap. Already got 42 of them. And wheelbarrow on the way now as well. And Molly Salco only just going for Bitax. Good job he caught it. Doomster's eco doesn't look terrible for 1 TC here. I wonder if he booms. He actually nearly has like equal number of Ls as Yuppie. Yuppie. Just trying to find a way in. Wouldn't mind trying to get the relics when you can. A bit of map control. Dragon Star dropping more and more. Didn't put the houses next to his initial TC though. Breaking out that cycle can be pretty difficult. But look at this precious full workspace right here. Come on, man. T1 TC here. Gonna pretty much have this stolen for a castle. Okay, he's gonna go for TCs. And that's a solid eco now. The amount of farms that he does have. Of course, the farms, the TCs are nice and cheap. The Janissaries are finding too much at the moment, but there's already 10 Cuman Knights out in the field. And +1 defense already in. Okay, 4 TCs, so boy oh boy. It's 2 Jannies, yeah. Hasn't really done too much. Adding some economy. He is making P-Tards, and they are coming over, but I think they're going to go pocket, guys. They're going to try and find some damage on Hellraiser. He's already on 4, soon to be 5 TCs. So it feels like he might struggle to find damage somewhere. Ice wall behind. Dragon Star clicking up to Imp. Timing on the poles can be absolutely sick. There comes the castle from Doomster. He's going to be fine. UP getting closer towards Imperial Age now as well. Yeah, the P-Tards are just wasted at this point. Still only 4 Janissaries. Not really applying any pressure at all to stackers. At all. And Yuppie should be clicking up. He does. Somali is clicked up now as well. And he's actually going to go stable units. Okay. Knowing you're up against poles makes a lot of sense. Castle at the front. Yeah, not getting in, and even additional stone walls coming behind. Finland do have a little bit of an economy lead at the moment, but it's only a few, so it's barely anything. It's decent crossbow numbers and even hand cannons. Already from Bohemians, because they have chemistry, so that's nice. It's really nice going up against Janissaries having that extra damage. The tower's still being dealt with by bells. What? The range is right there, bro. Come on. Oh, elite Obok. Dragon Star's having to go infantry. I mean, I guess you open infantry, right? And then try and get into the Cavalier spam. You still want mobility at some point. How's the eco actually looking for Doomster? He's up to 82 vils, not too shabby. Here comes the castle. Ranges, of course, going to be Elephant Archer from Bengali. It's not a huge surprise, while it's in the vils quite nicely. And there's the other 2 up from Finland as well. It's the late game. What are we going to see from from Turks. It should just be Elite Janissary, right? Paladin from Teal. From Purple. Sorry, it looks like it's going to be a Paladin kind of play from Amalius as well. UP is still just dealing with this. I don't know what Aztecs do, but it looks like he's going to try and go for Arb already. Up against Brits, that's going to be fun. And maybe Longbows from Doomstar. He's going to be on double castle now. Looks like Obuck in the meantime from Dragonstar. And all that Paladin, or sorry, the Paladin, all that Teuton armor that you gain is, these Obuck don't really care about it. They don't really care about it. I love the castle creep from Dragonstar here as well, so it's just so good for production. And early archers, gonna be a slight problem. Amount of HP that they do have. Parfane on the way, elite early archer on the way. It's a weird game. This is a really weird game. Forward castle even be denied because Mullies only get 5 Janissaries despite only being 2 TC. I don't quite understand. And more castles going to try and come up. That castle's denied. The Elfin Archer's moving over. Paladin on the way. Obuck just chasing in the meantime as well. They're still 30 seconds away. But for ballistics, doesn't have too many longbows just quite yet. Only a few arbs out from UP though. North side, Ellie Archer, Obuck starting to close in on the north, and that's a lot of Ellie Archers. That is a lot of Ellie Archers. And they've nearly got most of the upgrades. Parfane +4 on the way. The castle's 100% can be denied. Looks like finally Janissary's been added. We're up to 8 now. Oh boy, oh boy. And castle from Doomstar. Very close to going down. He needs to get rid of these trebs. Does Dragonstar. Does it get me close? Oh, look at the timing there. Look at the timing. And he just puts another one up in the exact same spot. Okay. The north side just looks like a shambles. More castles. Look at the line of castles, man. So good to defend. Long term as well. Got him. These nuts. Go to him. Paladin on the way now from the Ant-Man. Feels a bit late. That's a 33 Cavalier still. I'm just not a big fan of the opening. I do think the infantry siege just in most cases has worked a lot more. Siege Onager on the way from Amalius, Ironclad as well, getting all the upgrades. And now they're having to do quite a lot of reacting. There's Maya Hanna now. And Doomstar going to be on triple castle longbows. Beautiful stuff, but they're actually elite longbowmen already. India now with a big military lead. Looking in a good spot. They are looking in a good spot. 46 elite early archers. Looks like Grey's just got away with everything. He was just untouched after the Thrush. For whatever reason. We got the castle up as Turks. And we didn't really do anything afterwards. Really quite a weird game. Castle home gets denied. Another one also trying to go up here. Elite heli archers marching back from the Paladin, being chipped away at. Onagers are about to come into siege Onagers now. The push on both sides is it's looking dangerous. Yeah, they went looking for damage in the pocket and didn't get anything in the end. And now Stackers is going to be an imp. He's going to be going for halves. Yeoman, Warwolf, oh boy oh boy. Straight into help, straight into Nitsa. And now the military defense is starting to look kind of scary. Starting to look a little bit scary. And Yuppie is just going to be in shambles. He's trying to get onto Elite Skirm against Elite Longbow with 12 range. Yeah. And against Warwolf Trips. As long as Dragonstar keeps the Mobug there, should be alright. There's a Siege Under shots, that's what you need. Castle looks like it will go up from Ant-Man, okay, okay. Military defense starting to go down. Janissaries finding some traps now as well. Bottom side. Something to be wary. Yeah, doesn't it? Look how good it looks. Finland very much on a defensive mode at the moment. Pushing us back a little bit, but in reality the Elite Longbow's just going back to the safety of their castle. And there's still quite a few traps here from Hellraisers. Starting to chip away on the castle of Batman, and they've even got trade running at this point as well.
Know your place, worm.
Thanks for the follow, much appreciated. We're 100 military ahead now. Warwolf traps coming through. Wagon bug tactics for the Hifnitsa. Looks like a castle getting attacked by something, not too sure. And the Janissaries trying to deal with the elite archers. Probably not gonna do it, dog. It's Teuton Paladins, so you gotta be careful when they do get close, but we're nearly up to 60 longbows now. Warwolf traps just annihilating the castle. Bit of a weird game, but India kind of showing that the home map was certainly a home map for them, and Finland B looked a little bit more out of their comfort zone, despite having good civs like Turks, Teutons, Cumans, and Aztecs. Okay guys, game 5. Silver League semi-finals. Both teams fighting for the opportunity. Hang on. Let me turn the music off. Both teams fighting for the opportunity here to get to the Silver League finals. Poland A await. India dropped into Silver League from Gold League. Finland B didn't make it into Gold League despite being seeded 24. But they do have a chance of redemption. And let's see what they can do. We've got Dragonstar on flank as Persian's going for the fast build. We've seen this a lot. It's going to be 15, 16 pop, who knows. If he was watching the Germany game, seen a really good build with Philippe. Going the other way. Oh, really close flanks, which we'll touch on in a sec. Got Hellraiser, Japanese pocket. Again, if they do kind of like sneak past and they try and go for your fish, it's going to be hard to snipe them. But the question is, what did Japanese do in land on Castle Age? Could see a CA play, which would be kind of cool. But maybe Japanese more likely to go for the fast imp play. If Doomster's going to be pocket with Burgundians. Could see Costaliers in Castle Age being a pretty common opening. Boom's obviously very nice for Burgundians as well. And we've got Stackers on the right hand side. And the blue as Malay. Good stuff to have defensively against this kind of like fast meta. How fast you get up. Now you've got Yuppie on the right-hand side as Incas. You can see they're super close to each other. Incas, of course, can do the fast build as well. Since you took it 10 pot from every house, so you save some wood here and there, which is really nice. His pocket is going to be a Malleus, and he's actually going for the... Ooh. He's actually going for the sheep in the mill, and so Otto is here. Let's see how it pays off. Let's see if it pays off. Like, it's maybe not going to be too far behind. So most players we've seen that pick a Jara pocket still just go for the earlier dock versus going for the mill. I've been waiting for someone to do it and see how quickly it pays off. But you can see he's behind in the dock timing, behind in the fish already. So let's even see Moiselko. There's also Byzantines on the other side. I'm likely going to go for fast imp. It's essentially going to be like a ship behind. The rush distance is not very long in this map at all. Sometimes you get the rush distance, it can be a good bit longer, but the docks can be so close to each other on opposing flanks. The fast builds could get a lot of success here. Nice thing for the Indian team as well, you do have Malay in your team. Oh, and you got Malay and Japanese guys. So Malay, all your docks are going to have the extra line of sight. And when you have galleys out, all your galleys are also going to have the extra line of sight, because that's also a bonus for Japanese. That's a really nice bonus to like stack. To stackers. And it was 15 pot. It was a 15 pot build, which we've seen from Philippe. And this is optimized, guys. This is definitely optimized. Let's keep it on Eco KD. There's going to be 2 galleys. So the question is, do you try and go straight into the pocket, or do you try and get someone as you go? And I think with Ant-Man, we're a minute 43 away. That's a shambolic uptime. That is a shambolic uptime for Italians. Is it a Civ? Is it a Civ where you get discounts? To go to the next stage. And you're going for that many pop? What? Could even have that second dock denied. It looks like India. Look how much you see, man. It's just insane. And I think you just pressure the fish. Then you see them now. Gonna try and block. One fish is gonna go down without too many issues. More galleys are coming out now. Not ideal. Not ideal at all. And now on the other side, like Stackers has got 20 bells. He's got 3 fish, they're further back. UP's tried to go for the faster build. They have less villages, he's got less fish, not ideal for him. And this is shambolic. From Ant-Man. Really is, and it's just... Obviously the build is good. From Dragonstar. But there's just no reason... Oh, he's even going for Bitax, oh boy. There's just no reason you should be that late up. It's Italians. And with Molly Selco still in Dark Age. As for triple dock, yeah. I mean, it's all about timing in this one. Oh, and I love this from Dragonstar. He's going to go forward to the R1. Going to go forward to the R pocket. Kajaras, of course, can just garrison. but it feels terrible. Does go for a fire, which he sees for the galleys. He can pretty much chase them off. I'd like to see the next galleys go forward, but there's already 3 out from Dragonstar. Dragonstar's finding some good value for sure. Let's take a look at the Eco KD. Yeah, 8 fishing ships he's killed already, guys. Maybe even a fill on the dock, and he's still pressuring. He's got like 3 groups of galleys at the moment. Not sure where the other ones went. So he is losing the reinforcements coming home. We get Market Blacksmith, and we're gonna need Hellraisers to be going for Castle Age fires, by the looks of it. There's no fish from Dragonstar at all, but it feels like he's done his damage. Look at the idle time though, 229, 230. So maybe not something he's practiced a whole load, but he did get significant damage for sure. And he's still just chasing these fish, which are miles away from their dock. Useless at the moment. No fish working for Mully. Gonna try and get them home though. Amali is over though. Gonna be going for the stable already, and Feudal Age. Tombster's already there as well, and he's also got a stable. Hellraiser's gonna be up. He should be making fires already, and is okay. And this is really nice for India. Really nice. And then on the other side, Stackers versus Yuppie. Yuppie's actually got a decent numbers advantage. You just want to get close. If you have a big numbers advantage, you just get close. There's no need to dance. Just 9 versus 6. It's a huge HP advantage. What's the food collected looking like? Let's have a look. The Dragonstar didn't have any fish. Hellraiser, Doomster get loads. Amalius, it's not even that far ahead. So it looks like going for the mill isn't worth it. It's probably not worth it. Camel Scout forward could be annoying, but already 2 spears out. Okay. Dragonstar just making more as well. Yeah, and Mully's having to now go for farms at home. Doesn't feel great. Oh, that fish idle for so long. Might have to try and adapt a certain plan here. And with the fires out now from Hellraiser, gonna go straight into War Galley. This is a problem for Finland for sure. And I like they're already getting a good presence on the land. You can see Hellraiser's also going for a TC. Maybe fires will come this side too. Soon find out. It's gonna be a good clear up. It should be. Maybe just careening, but gonna go for gill nets. 12 fish. Yeah. And the fire ships just tank so much. They tank a lot. Yeah, and Yuppie's now behind in numbers, or even numbers. Despite having a decent lead, it can be hard to see how many ships are in there. Feels like he had a moment where he could have pressed on. Maybe he is making more of a move now. Let's actually look at the line of sight they have. I mean, there's 4 docks from Stackers now. Beast sells a little bit, he could get up, but he's gonna have enough now. Yuppie is not anywhere close. And Stackers with the melee timing. Goodbye to Yuppie. And Castle, sorry, the TC does get denied from Amalis in the meantime, but they've already got a TC on. They've got a Monastery out. The second TC is coming down as well. And then Dragonstar Dragonstar and Hellraiser are just gonna continue to raise hell on the left-hand side, and Molly Salco still so far behind. They're only just getting to Castle Age. It's not looking good for Finland on water at all. But even when you go to land, you may think, oh, maybe they've got a great presence there. It doesn't look like it. It doesn't really look like it. They're gonna have 2 players on land. I guess Amalis is on 3 TCs now. They are going to lose a lot of economy on water. And trade late game can be quite important as well. And Ant-Man sees the danger and he is getting villagers across just now, so that's a good job by him. It's actually a really good job. And same thing for Yuppie, sees the danger, gets villagers over just now, before it's going to be too late essentially. And even Dragonstar gets up first. That's wild. I don't think did Yuppie lose his fish? I don't think he did. And he's gonna, I like this though, he's gonna go try and dive. If he can get 3 galleys out, I think it's fine, and you can maybe snipe a few fish as you go, but it's like Stackers is on it. Sends some off, other ones are gonna go forward. And yeah, big boom's coming on land for the Indian team now. Dragonstar coming over now. It's Persians. You want to boom into cavalry options, of course. Let's see what Stackers does. Is he across yet? Okay, he's got the transport there. Chip that off, no problem. The monk light cav looking really nice from Doomster. Monks to defend 2 players essentially against camels. Just 20 eco units behind. Doesn't feel great. It's probably going to go up to more. A lot of these villagers going to get pressured on the wood lines now as well. Of course, migration in this kind of 20 to minute 30 kind of period does become quite heavily land focused. What are they going to be able to find? They're buying stone. Buying stone? What's he buying stone for? They also got like a line of TCs, like the line of castles on this game. Good addition from Dragonstar to trickling in more fish again as well. Obviously all this fish is fine for him. On the left hand side is still good. Gonna be in 3 TCs. India in such a dangerous position. Obviously they have a lot of military on the water, and that's what the difference is. But Finland are just so far behind. Yuppie still not in Castle Age yet. Molly Salco is up to Imp. Gonna try and make use of an ARP time in here. Which could be dangerous, for sure. And Amalis is gonna get that castle up. Iron Man's gonna be in 3 TCs in the mainland. Genbo could be an option for him as the game goes on. I think he's only got 5. Okay, he did have 5. He's got 4 now. Gotta be careful, more doesn't get sent. He is gonna try and boom up. Maybe consider, I guess you probably still want to make bells from this TC, even if it's gonna be bad in the long term. I'm probably just gonna TC next to the castle for just a little bit of security. Nemalius wants to get a castle up here himself. Molly Salco straight onto the ARB timing. Goes for ARB versus going for Chemistry Bracer. Interesting. And yeah, Doomster decides to pull back. Castle's coming up at home. No castles from Moisalco though, so we can't go for the dread push. Probably wants to get a bell forward. Prestige Workshop, yep. Maybe on the hill here wouldn't be bad. Castle goes up now. Can't really find an angle there. Just Persian TCs to the left hand side. Castle's gonna go up there. Probably wants a stone wall here just in case. Stacker's done a really good job just surrounding the islands now. Same thing from Hellraiser, and India just looking in a fantastic position. They do need to be careful. Yes, Hellraiser's up now. Doomster is up. Malice is on the way now as well. These migration games can go for a while, but is it going to be one of them? Harbor Rush? Would love to see it. And like, because the flanks are so close, they kind of migrate to the same kind of area as well, and makes things a little bit awkward. You can see Dragonstar is being distracted a little bit. There's stuff going on in the back. Is it going to be an ARP timing? Yep, that's nice from Hellraiser. And Costelier is going to be from Doomster. About to get your Sama Towers. Kind of looks like it. We could guard tower run. Makes a lot of sense when you're going to be going for your crossbow upgrades anyway. You're going to have a lot of food. You're going to have a lot of wood.
Know your place, worm.
And I think the castle goes up from Stackers without too many issues, although UP's coming for a castle of his own. Yeah, it's too much. UP. Castle from Ant-Man, though, is in a good spot. Sharam should still continue to be annoying, though. Guard Tower will slow down the ARP push in the meantime. Doomster straight to Elite, potentially. Maybe if he deletes some of his Q, might be too far off, and idles for a little second or two. Yep, bails in that castle, pulls it back. He's not too far off Imp. Neither is Stackers though, and then Stackers of course melee, so he's gonna get up super fast. Ant-Man's gonna try and go condos. Ugh. We should have had Malians saved from Nomad. And he should have used Kajaras and Nomad so we had Malian condos. That's the real issue here. Do you imagine? Malian. We get Karambits even wandering around now. Map control is looking good for India. At this moment. So that's a nice castle from Ant-Man in fairness. This push on the left hand side could do something for sure. Dragonstar. Not anywhere close. He is getting kind of pressured all over. He's not got a lot of space to work with. Just massing in the meantime. Bomber cannons are starting to do some work. TC's coming down everywhere as well. Feels migration, man. Do we have the upgrades? Honestly, I think you can dive in that. Surely we can dive. 50 elite Costeliers with some arbs. Gotta go for it. Say goodbye to your army. Did you see camels? Yeah, the camels are dead. Frontier guards coming in now. Yeah, that's going to be necessary. Probably needed it for that engagement. Most of the camels going down. Still a few arbs from Milisalco down to 9. Bomber cannons did get their way behind. There is a Byzantine castle as well, so there's a lot of HP on the south side. Trebs out from stackers. Dragonstar a non-factor at this moment. I'm actually getting beneath the castle here. There's another castle coming up from Madman. That's a beautiful castle. It needs to run away in the meantime. I'd like to take the siege as we go here, though. Military difference still huge, of course. 156 to 42. All the starting islands are absolutely surrounded. More castles coming in from Mali. Still so many elite Costaliers, though. UP gets into Imp. Try and go for a Halb play, okay. So obviously old patch from April. So none of the food upgrades fly yet. Dragonstar's up now as well. Do we fish trap? Okay, a little bit. Even a range at home for Man-Man. Okay, Buff. There's a lot of castles now. Looks like he did lose that one. Right, okay, Frontier Guards is in now as well. Still nearly 60 elite Costaliers. More castles coming in from Dragonstar. Actually made his way over to the right hand side. Really didn't notice that. Looks like he did transport. Nice work from him. He's in 130 vills. It's just a matter of time before he's contributing with army. And India still have double army from them. And when are they going to commit? A tough one. Genbo's still being added as well. We'll have to see about 50 harbours, yeah. More towers just getting added is beautiful as well. I think they need more upgrades, so. I'm thinking about it. I think lots of the Costaliers are not even attacking there. There's like a lot of them dying. And it looks like it. Especially the Genbos mixed in as well. But as do the camels. As do the camels. UP on the south side. Not really holding. More Costaliers coming here as well. And here comes the Karambits. Here comes the soon-to-be halves. Keep Isama on the way now, which is really going to help fortify that position. It's difficult to push in without siege. And the camels have to react. Camels have to react. There's quite a few traps here. From our player in blue. The traps are gonna get lost. Isama keeps in there as well. Is he garrisoning his archers in there? That'd be funny if he was. And a lot of these harps just catching strays. Where are the condos, man? UP is going for condos. Hog. I have to go for towers at home. Up the war galleys. And Dragonstar just gonna go for hand cannon. Okay, it seems to have fizzled out there. Big change of gears from Doomstar, just coming down to the south. I don't see any trade on water or anything, which we did see from France. Finland buttered and toasted. It's starting to look like that. Still 100 military separate. They still have good control of the middle. Relatively good control. Byzantine castles are very hard to push. But so did India. Osama keeps. Treb's starting to push the Italian castles that are just stacked everywhere. So many orbs. And they're still getting attacked in the tail end as well. Don't forget about that. And now Dragonstar is also contributing. Keeps from Ant-Man. Yeah, don't know about that, bruv. Stacker's MVP. Stacker's played good. He actually had a good game. India squad have had some interesting ideas. The Genbos are over here as well though. Means the Coastaliers do need to pull back. The military difference starting to shrink. Getting some frame delay here, holy. With a pause. I think Doomster's PC has some sort of I think it is for the lag. I think he's got something running in the background. We'll see it in a second. And I think actually the in-game spectate affects my affects the replay. Yeah. I don't know what SMR stands for, so I can't be bothered saying SMR, so I'm gonna call them stackers. Got like full trash on the bottom side. Dragonstar selling food and buying wood here. The Coastaliers even collapsing in on the Genbos. And man, they actually used to have more charge. I remember when they got nerfed and the charge got reduced. I was like, that's still not enough. I don't think it is. I don't think a unit like Costalier belongs in Age of Empires with a charge attack like that. If not, it needs to have way less. It needs to have way less. And here we get the typical lag after a pause. I think Burgundians are just such a poorly designed civ. The military difference starts to swell a little bit again. It looks like they are kind of pulled in this bottom side, but they need to be careful. Like engagement in the middle. Hal's coming over from UP now. It needs to contribute. The keeps are going down. Couple trips behind us from Ant-Man. 3k score difference isn't huge on migration. Could we see... I mean, it's unlikely to see Flemish when you have so many villas at home. You could see them transferred over though. A Flemish Revolution on team game migration would be funny. Not gonna lie, but kind of funny. We've got the Hussar raids coming in now as well. All over the place. Really good job from Doomster. Keeps us trying to defend in the back. And skirms have been added in from Hellraiser now as well. Pre-nerf Flemish, yeah. Yeah, 5 bomber cannons. Trash blows by the looks of it. From Dragonstar as well. Using up all that wood. Omega Lol. And infantry upgrades coming in from Malaysia, trying to get on to help. Not too sure. Don't see anything in production. Finland right on the damn limit. The UP and Mully just struggling on the eco side. You see the wood kite not great for Mully. UP having to buy wood. Only 81, 76 fills. No sign of water trade as of yet. UP still got a fire galley actually. Wood line starting to be pressured here as well, which is not fantastic. If you're not careful, those vills will die. Looks like that's what happened a little bit here. TC got deleted actually. And these 3 castles, man. 7,000 HP in all of them. Not the easiest thing to get rid of. The right hand side is faltering. Shipwright even coming in. Why shipwright now? Is it for trade cogs? Now the military difference. Triple military difference. Like, they can't really push this position, but do they need to? Doesn't it feel like it, in all honesty? Dragonstar now a big factor in this game. It's going water. Yeah, I don't know if going water is the play. But I guess you have to try and make something happen. Like, just holding enough. Holding here isn't enough. He needs to push. Like, because the other side's getting demolished. Like, I don't know what it's gonna do at this point. Okay, harbors are coming in, galleon as well. So easy to add some demos. I don't know. The harbors are coming though, guys. The harbors are coming. There we go, PogChamp. They're looking beautiful. And a lot of these are low HP. Demo goes for the weakest one. Sag. Arb, Trash Bowl, Bombard Cannon, Arb here. Costeliers trying to get in. Quite a few trips now. Army numbers have got up again, but India just haven't taken the foot off the gas. They just haven't taken the foot off the gas at all. Still near like 300 military, 200 pop ahead overall. 1 castle goes down. 6 traps gonna be here. I don't really understand the fast fire. Maybe thinking he needs to do something. It's not it. It's not it. And India just hovering around like double, triple military this full time. Castle's going down. India gonna be going to the Silver League finals. By the looks of it. And they're gonna be playing Poland A. It's gonna be 2 teams that dropped out from Gold League. Both of them 3rd place finishers in their group. And there's a GG. Finland, the only Silver League team to get to the semi-finals. Had a great performance to get here, but India just too strong in the end, and it was an interesting series for sure. It was a bit of an interesting series in terms of how it played out on the Arabia game with the double douche. Some of the Civ selections in certain maps kind of leave you questioning, but